I have a pretty good track record in the stone wall. Did lose one game in the first Saturday IM tournament, 2007. Don't think I ever lost again with white in a stone wall. So 96, yeah, Buster friendly. I don't know, man. Something weird about that, the bishop on g5. So, sort of random guy. He's got a pretty good game, I guess. But it still looks like e4. F takes e4, F takes e4. Maybe I should prepare with king h1. Because, e4, also possible is bishop a3. But I don't see what it does after bishop e7. Bishop a3, bishop e7. But actually, that's a good bishop exchange. This would make him back off, too. You know, I think it is good. I just have to watch out for weird tactics. But it seems like, making him play bishop e7 is a positive thing. Maybe I can trade on e7 and, achieve this exchange. That's actually what I'm supposed to be aiming for in this line. Now, queen a5 doesn't look real dangerous. I could play queen c1. I'd like to play e4 here, but I'm still hanging, sometimes hanging e4, but maybe it doesn't matter, like e4, f takes e4, f takes e4, is the queen c1 thing going to be a problem? Is the queen a5 thing going to be a problem? Or do I play bishop c5 there? Yeah, I've had games like that. King h1 is a good waiting move. e4, f takes e4, f takes e4, rook takes f1, rook takes f1, knight takes e4, bishop takes e7, queen takes e7, and I've got a really strong game. So it's not winning. Let's go for it. We got to do something. This is the classic breakthrough that you're trying to play normally. I'm wondering if I'm missing anything tactically here. I'm a little bit worried about it. F takes e4, rook takes f1, rook takes f1, knight takes c4, bishop takes e7. No, that's not a problem for me. I'd be threatening mate on. I think that he has to go into this ending like rook takes f1, rook takes f1, knight takes e4, bishop takes e7, queen takes e7, bishop takes, pawn takes, queen takes e4, and he's got a worse pawn structure. I've got a strong knight, but maybe the position is simplified enough that, sorry about that, that he's okay there. What it would be nice to do here would be to play queen f2 with the bishop on a3, play queen f8 mate, backed up by bishop on a3. So he plays rook c8, I play queen f2, plays knight takes e4, and I play queen f8, bishop takes f8, rook takes f8 mate. I better update my channel. Looks like it's not updating here. I hope you guys are good. I do have 8 followers. Current followers on Twitch. For some reason my page stopped updating, but you guys got the position. This is the classic Stonewall, where white plays e4, achieving a better pawn structure, Opening the position for the better developed pieces. Knight takes c4, not an option here for black. Knight takes c4, bishop takes e7. He doesn't have bishop g6. Yeah, this is what I figured. Now what we can do is to play bishop takes e4 first, but I'm not, really sure what it does per se. He's just gonna take, like bishop takes e4, bishop takes a3, bishop takes h7. Yes, I'm winning there, but is there anything else I could do? There's crazy ideas that don't really do anything. I just don't think I'm gonna mate this guy down the f-file with his bishops on e7 and f8. Bishop takes e7 is a good exchange for me, and the position is going to be the same either way that I capture, so it doesn't matter. There wasn't even like a cheapo. Here you can start thinking about weird moves, I guess. But he's going to play rook d8. He's going to play rook d8, and he's going to try to put pressure on my d4 pawn. But he's got to worry about the f-file. He's got the backward e pawn. I've got the backward d pawn. I'm a little bit worried about my king being open. I'm also a little bit worried about lines like queen f4. Actually, no, not worried about that. Queen f4, queen f6. I don't want to trade queens here. Queen and knight is the deadly combination. I don't know. This looks good for me. However, not a walk in the park. It's not that easy. If I play c5, he gets the d5 square. And, even if I get a knight to d6, he's gonna activate his bishop and stuff. So white needs to just buckle down and find accurate moves to maximize my edge. c5, the idea of transferring the knight to d6, looks good on the surface, but I'm just afraid that it just doesn't do anything. It just, I need to leave the knight on e5 here. It's in its best possible position. I was thinking about h4. I was thinking about queen f4, rook f4, but I don't know what the point is. What is my plan with those moves? What about c5? Looks inflexible. h4 with the idea of rook f4, creating a kind of dark square, position where everything is just totally dominating on dark squares. Is c5 a bad move for me, though? It can't be bad, even if he gets the d5 square. Maybe I play c5 anyway, just to shut him down. I mean, not to let him, like, get the queen out there to a3 or anything like that. I'm giving a little bit of counterplay maybe, but he's gonna double, and if he doubles on the thing on d4, the pawn on d4, well, first of all, I can execute my main plan, which was to play h4, rook f4. But there are other ideas. I mean, if he moves his queen away from e6, like queen d8, I can suddenly move my knight and uncover on his e6 pawn at any moment. He has to watch the f-file. Okay, this move is pretty extreme. I'm not going to take it, dude. I don't want to take it. I could take it, but I think that it's a mistake. I don't think his bishop's worth that much here. If he wants to trade queens, then we'll talk. I mean, trade rooks, then we'll talk. I don't want the bishop. Let's trade rooks and play queen and knight versus queen and bishop, or knight versus bishop. Why don't we do that? I can expand my kingside pawns with h4, give my king a couple squares like h2, h3. Bishop on f5 can be displaced by g4. It doesn't have a solid position. This guy's pretty cagey. In a different circumstance, I might take the knight. I mean, the bishop on g6. If I had a little more rooks, if I was doubled on e5, if I could break through the 7th rank. Okay, now he's playing this, bishop e8, so he's totally indecisive. But I have a plan. You know, I'm just going to increase my strength on the dark squares. King h2, rook f2, create like a kind of, yeah, he doesn't really have any plan. Okay, bishop d7. Bishop d7 loses immediately. Wow. It just capitulates. He's going to have to give up his queen for rook and knight. And, wow. Now he's going to lose everything. That's weird. He's totally panicked. He had to take. So the dark squares go. Kind of weird meltdown. Just when he was like kind of freeing himself with a brave bishop g6, he didn't have a plan. Okay, we have time for one more 15-minute game. So what do you guys think? Word of ideas. It's just a good knight versus bishop clinic. Yeah, it is, but I'm very you know, I'm very pessimistic. You know, for some people who thinks it's just totally winning, I only have a slight advantage. Yeah, it's just, you know, learned experience. I'll try to get one more 15-minute game. If it doesn't start in the next 3 minutes, we'll start playing blitz. Yeah, it looked like a clinic, but I think after bishop g6, he's like still kind of in the game. I didn't really want to take it. Yeah, it's ugly, but I'm not sure it's that easy if black defends perfectly there. That's my point. I'm expecting like maximum resistance, but this was not it. So that was a good clinic on, you know, how a Dutch stonewall can go wrong. But again, you know, even at move 23, I wasn't that confident that it's winning. I mean, I'm better, okay, but my king is somewhat open. The position is pretty simple. There's only 6 pawns each. He has one small weakness. If it was a computer, are you sure that it's winning? I mean, if you were playing like Rivka or something, you know, would this clinic position be for sure winning? I'm not that sure. You'd be like fighting for a draw against the top computer. Okay, no sandbagger. Now we got half an hour left, so if the game is shorter than 30 minutes, we'll fill up the extra time with blitz. We're gonna play something different. Scando with knight f6. By the way, if anybody, oh no, he's gonna play the. Okay, this will be cool. I'm not gonna, you know, chicken out and not play the black Mardemer. So I don't know what's the best line against the black Mardemer. It's one of those openings I never took the time to learn. It was played like maybe twice against me when I was in my first years of tournament chess, and it never really was really important. There was this crazy guy from the Manhattan Chess Club, Lev Zilbermintz. He used to only play the black Mardemer. I wonder whatever happened to that guy. So anyway, let's stop wasting time here. Yeah, there's an interesting book by Joseph Gallagher, I think it was, like Beating Unusual Chess Openings. It was an older book from the late 90s. I think it was Gallagher, but I mean, I'm not 100%